Hey, it's your boy, Sir Dragon. Welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. Today, we are going to cover the AEW Back from Hiatus review. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification video. With me today is Chris Petrie. And Andre Mitchell.
Yo.
With special guest Luther.
What's up?
Yeah. First time on the podcast, huh, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Also, we'll be seeing Mikey in later. He's doing his late night chores, so hopefully we'll see him in this podcast. Cause there's a lot to talk about. Let's talk about right now with what's going on. I said I would mention this on the Impact one. Let's go. With everything that's going with the world title, Jon Moxley was running the show. For over a year, he had been undefeated, gaining the title, and going on to fighting the number one contender. At that time, it would be Kenny Omega. And he had this guy, Don Callis, who normally we see on Impact Wrestling. Occasionally, we saw him on Access. We saw him on Access doing commentating for the New Japan Wrestling English commentary alongside Jim Ross. I remember that. You remember that, Chris?
Yep.
Andre, Luther, did you get Access TV?
Yeah, I get Access.
What about you, Luther? You get Access TV?
Oh, yeah. I get that too.
Yeah. Remember when they were showing New Japan Wrestling and Women of WoW?
Yep.
Yeah, they took that shit off. So, at this point, we get to see Kenny Omega have Don Callis get involved and ultimately do a screw job. And we heard rumors that we were going to see a cross between Impact Wrestling and AEW, All Elite Wrestling. And it literally happened. They said tune in and Access this Tuesday. And they said Dynamite's on Wednesday. Well, you go watch Impact. I thought we were going to get a Impact versus AEW Wars. Nah, it's a collaboration. So we would actually see some wrestlers from AEW go to Impact and not a lot of Impact wrestlers, mostly just the Good Brothers. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. What do you think about that, Chris?
I think they're forming like the New Japan Pro Wrestling. They're trying to be forming Bullet Club in AEW.
They bringing back the Too Sweet. Bringing it back. Too Sweet. Yeah, but that was fucked up. Jon Moxley got the bad end of that. Wouldn't you say, Andre?
Yeah. It was crazy.
You know damn well he gonna whoop that ass.
Oh, I need to see him kick some butt. He's gonna leave tomorrow just to come back to WWE. Is Renee gonna come with him or? I think so. She hasn't been on AEW, so from what I'm thinking, they're gonna set this match up to where he's gonna lose this match. Yeah. He's gonna go back to WWE.
You thinking Jon Moxley's going back to WWE?
Yeah, he's supposed to be coming back.
Really?
So pretty much, if he loses this match tomorrow night, it's a wrap.
Yeah, because like I heard you what you said. Renee Young is pregnant.
Wow.
Yeah, she's been pregnant for a while. He even said it. I heard him say it. He said, my wife is pregnant. I was like, ooh, I posted it out on TikTok. And you can see that belly when they did the, what was it? Elimination Chamber. No. It was Survivor Series. They had a Survivor Series, backstage with Paige and Booker T. along with Renee Young on Fox. So it was good to see Renee Young still not working with WWE, but with Fox Network. Ain't that weird?
She with Fox Network now. Yeah. She been with Fox Network. What did she do with Fox Network? That SmackDown and Raw thing. Oh, Raw Talk. Yeah. Oh.
Not Raw Talk, backstage. WWE backstage.
Oh, yeah, backstage. Raw Talk, I didn't even know that. Raw Talk is trying Caruso, R-Truth, and whoever else she has on the list.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. When it comes to backstage, that was only one time we got to see CM Punk associated with WWE because of the fact that it was on Fox Sports. So yeah, with all this going around, you got to ask yourselves, where does Jon Moxley stand with his wife? And is she still working with WWE? She technically left. So it draws issue in the wrestling business.
I'll forget everybody. They'll be okay.
Now we got to talk about Kenny Omega, since he's the current AEW World Champion. What'd you say, Luther?
That chump.
Yeah, chump. Nah, he's a stooge right now. He don't even know it.
Kenny Omega is just a chump that doesn't know what he wants to do.
Nah, he's being cradled by Don Callis.
Yeah, Don Callis ain't nothing no way.
Yeah, he's trying to have the Young Bucks paid off to leave him alone and get him out of his life. I'm like, what? I know, right? He's trying to bribe them to pay them to leave Kenny alone.
Yeah, but at the same time, the Young Bucks got to worry about Jericho and MJF.
Hell yeah. What do you think about that, Chris?
That's great. What do you think about Shaq?
Well, we'll talk about Shaq. Go ahead, Chris.
And then the Young Bucks beat the crap on Don Callis.
Yeah, they gave him a nice little bruise.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Yeah, but Kenny Omega definitely still values his friends. He still values the Young Bucks, telling the Good Brothers to go save them when they were getting jumped. That's good to see that the Good Brothers are having to help the Young Bucks still. Yeah.
Everybody out for themselves, honestly.
Yeah, especially knowing the fact that the Young Bucks just got in a big ass argument with Chris Jericho and MJF from the Inner Circle due to the fact that they jumped the dad of the Young Bucks. Left him a bloody mess.
Hey, he shouldn't have been there.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong.
Daddy Buck shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, Daddy was there for his boys, and hey, he shoved Chris Jericho. You already know he don't want his ass in his face. It's COVID. Back the fuck up.
Chris Jericho, that loser.
What did you think about T-Pain dressing up like Chris Jericho?
That was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
You saw it on Facebook? I shared that shit. In addition to that,
Jericho too for Halloween.
Ooh.
I was gonna dress up like you, but they had no more stupid idiot costumes.
Let's see. Yeah, at the Revolution, it's going to be pretty interesting to say the least. Especially knowing that Jon Moxley, that's something I need to mention. Jon Moxley wanted this match with Kenny Omega, and Kenny Omega gave it to him, but he's going to give it to him in a match that has not seen it since Japan, apparently, because they did a review on when the last time we saw this match. A exploding barbed wire match. Yeah, we saw the clips. We saw the last match that ever happened. Literally, when you hit the barbed wires, not only is that going to cut into your skin, that shit will pop and explode some shit. I'm like, what the fuck? It really exploded. You remember that, Chris? Did you ever see that match?
No, I know a barbed wire match, but I never see a barbed wire exploding match.
That's some crazy ass Japanese shit right there.
Yeah.
The guy who lived that match was giving his 2 cents on that thought. He's actually happy that match is brought back. Oh, yeah. Goddamn. So that's going to be interesting. And the last time we saw these two was in an unsanctioned match, meaning there was not going to be any records of these unless it was video. In which case, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, didn't Kenny Omega win that match or no? We had to think about it, huh?
No, I don't think he did not win that match. I think Moxie won that match.
Ooh. Yeah, because the last time they were in a match, man, they had a barbed wire bed, and they both laid into that shit. That was not fake. I don't give a damn who you is. You lay into a bed of barbed wire. Ooh, you gonna feel that. And that was just one of the things they did to each other that night. God damn. Woohoo. You want to talk about pain? And they go to do it again. This time for the title. Shit. So this is going to be interesting between the tag team titles and the world title. Now let's talk about Shaq. Alright, let's talk about Shaq. The fact that Shaquille O'Neal is now in wrestling, but he went up against Cody Rhodes with his girl, damn it, what's her name? Jade?
She's like a version of China.
She a Black China?
She's like a version of China, but she's fine, though.
Oh, she fine?
Yeah. I would love to get a piece of China if she was still around. I would love that. She got a six-pack. I would like to this girl eat a hood.
I see. All right. So with that said, Cody, because of his wife being pregnant, he's a daddy. He's a daddy. And I've been watching the Big Show. Actually, it's called Go Big Show on TBS with my mom. That shit is crazy.
I just didn't get back in the ring, though.
Yeah, Brandy Rhodes is right now pregnant with a baby girl.
Who got a baby girl?
Cody Rhodes and Brandy.
Oh, God.
He's gonna be a daddy.
He's gonna be a pappy.
Yeah, if he was still alive, that would be the first ever, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, first grandchild, actually, of Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust, doesn't have kids, does he?
I don't think so. I think he does. He just never mentioned anything about it.
Yeah, it'll be Cody Rhodes' first kid, though. This is going to be interesting, to say the least, knowing that we already saw the match.
It's just so funny now that Cody Lee's son that took off. Yeah, I'm like, really? Cody Lee's son that took off. And John, everybody that was in WWE, now they're with AEW, it's like they're good, but they're crazy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Sting's there. Big Show just made an appearance, going by his real name, Paul White.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And at Revolution, he's saying they're signing somebody else who's a Hall of Famer class.
That's crazy.
They said it's not who you think it is. What? It's not Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair? Nah, Ric Flair. Like, who is it?
Oh, man, Flair.
Oh, that's who they, that's who they think it is, because he introduced the title They're thinking it was Bret Hart. Because he came. He came to sign that but he's coming. They're saying it's not who you think it is.
That shit gonna be funny for a storyline. That's the storyline.
He might be CM Punk.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a twist.
Oh my god.
They've been wanting him so bad, but he keeps denying it. He does not want to be a wrestler no more. So it's got to be money or motivation or storyline. What the hell? Who I'm thinking, though, is because they're asking for a wrestler. This is a Hall of Famer who can still go. So I have no idea. This is a good question. Who could it be that could still go? And is a Hall of Famer already.
I wonder who's going to interrupt Bobby Lashley's championship ceremony.
That's going to be good. Paul White, man, he dropped a bomb on our ass. We got us guessing. Tune in. Check out tomorrow. We'll about find out.
Yeah.
All right. I'll probably find out come knowing that they're probably going to be spamming the fuck out of it on Twitter or Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok. God damn. I got all that shit. And YouTube. They're going to spam that shit all over the place.
Yeah.
So, let's see. You know what? Let's talk about the women of AEW. Let's talk about the women. We got to talk about the title right now. Hikaru Shida. What is it? What the fuck is it with Japanese women whooping ass? Raw Women's Champion, Asuka. NXT Women's Champion, Io Shirai. Io Shirai. I said, all these Japanese names. And Hikaru Shida is the AEW Women's Champion, but then we got a freaking woman who beats the fuck out of the transgender, the native beast, Nyla Rose, and wins the whole damn thing. And did you see what they did? She freaking extended her hand, and she goes and forearms her face and still holding it and tells her, hit me back, and they just slug each other right there in the middle of the ring. And they're like, damn, these women are fighters. Goddamn. God. I want to see Japan wrestling. I downloaded some Japan wrestling, and my phone is packed with that stuff. I gotta get down. I gotta get to watching that. But I also got the NXT UK. I got 5 weeks worth of that shit. I'm gonna zoom that shit. Zoom. I got some stuff to watch. I know if you, Chris, I know you would definitely want to come over to my place and watch that Japanese wrestling, wouldn't you? That I got on my phone. Yeah, I know you would. You be coming over to my place and bugging me and saying, hey, Serge, what are you doing? And I'll be like, I got some errands to do. What, you want to come around? You be just sitting there watching it with me while we're waiting for the laundry to load.
Serge, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Mikey. Welcome. I told you Mikey be joining us. Welcome to the podcast, Mike Henry.
Before I get my thoughts, let me just remind you, Mr. Chris Petrie, wait till the pandemic is finished, because I know you want to see New Japan Wrestling, because I'm like, are you and Sergio going brag about New Japan Wrestling?
I'm waiting for them to get it back on television. Goddamn.
Well, that's what I saw your message on TikTok. I'm like, you said New Japan Wrestling and Impact on Access TV, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to come back. We got those wrestlers, man. Goddamn. Okay, Mikey. get your 2 cents on the situation with Kenny Omega versus Jon Moxley. Get your 2 cents, bro.
Oh my God. This AEW Impact drama, this has got to stop. I mean, I don't know why Kenny Omega took the title courtesy of Don Callis. But oh boy, I hope Jon Moxley gets his title back. I hope he gets his title back.
Yeah, while you were doing your chores, we were talking about it. Hey, by the way, holler at him, Luther. We got a new member to the podcast. Andre has one of our workers from the janitorial service. Holler at him, Luther. And he's got some information that you need to find out, Mikey. You ready?
What? Go on.
If Jon Moxley loses, he might go back to WWE. That's the rumor.
You're kidding.
Ask Luther. I don't know nothing about this. I'm just hearing about it myself. I got him.
So you're telling me we may see a Shield reunion one more time?
Dean Ambrose.
Holy shit.
I don't know. I'm not claiming I know if this is going to happen or not. I'm just hearing about it myself. Be nice.
God.
All right, next is your 2 cents on the tag team between the Inner Circle's Chris Jericho and MJF versus the Young Bucks. Catch him up.
Oh boy. This MJF Chris Jericho drama. What the hell's going on?
Some bullshit.
I'm saying this off the record. There's no chance in hell MJF is joining forces with the Inner Circle.
How you feel that he kicked out? He got Sammy Guevara, Houston's own Sammy Guevara, kicked out of the Inner Circle.
Sammy Guevara got kicked out?
Yep. He said he quit.
Oh my God. Well, that's his decision. I mean, what's next for Guevara? He's better off without the Inner Circle.
Mm-hmm. We didn't really talk about this because when I mentioned Paul White, I got sidetracked. My bad. Let's get back on the subject. Let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal, Big Shaq, joining AEW. You saw that match he had last Wednesday?
You mean this past Wednesday? Or?
Yeah, past Wednesday. He powerbombed Cody Rhodes. And it went through 2 tables. Goddamn. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal went and pulled a Houdini. He disappeared. Where he at? Then he went into the ambulance, and when he went into an update on Shaquille O'Neal, he ain't nowhere. Where did Shaquille O'Neal go? Come on. What are your thoughts on that, Mikey?
I tell you, we got... oh, man. I tell you, those two men put up a hell of a fight. They put one hell of a fight.
Yeah, but Shaquille O'Neal's girl, his student...
Jade Cargill, the one who's been spoiling Brandy Rose.
Yeah, she took down Red Velvet.
Well, my thoughts is I hope Brandy Rose is paying attention, even though she's still pregnant. But trust me, by the time Brandy Rose gets back from maternity leave, she can't wait to get her hands on Jade Cargill.
Got a baby girl. What are your thoughts on the actions, disaster, and disappearance of Shaquille O'Neal, Chris? What's your thoughts?
action and disappearance. I didn't know Shaq disappeared.
Yeah, we don't know where he went.
Yeah.
Okay, the last thing I was talking about that you came in, Mikey, was the Japanese women. Basically, the women's title belt. What's your thoughts on that, Mikey?
The women, well, I tell you, these women are here to make history. I mean, these women are making history.
What about you, Chris? What is your thoughts?
Japanese women is more awesome. I mean, we saw a lot.
Hell yeah.
We all came back. Thunder Rose, Dr. Big Baker, and Nyla Rose. Another Japanese wrestler. Like that Japanese wrestler named Kong.
Yeah. Andre, Luther, what are your thoughts on the women's title match?
It's alright so far. I don't know. Which women's title match are you talking about?
Hikaru Shida and versus, what's her opponent's name, Chris?
That lady, the one who keep pounding the referee.
I don't know her name. I'm bad with names. You know I'm bad with names. She's a bad Japanese woman.
Yeah. I don't know. We had to get our name on Revolution.
Mikey, you got the name?
The woman gonna face Kushina?
Yep.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, while you're doing that, the next thing we gotta mention is, what belts you talking about, Andre?
Huh?
What belt you talking about?
I'm on my Xbox right now. I'm beating up Luther.
Hold on, sir. Let me stop you, sir. You're asking which woman's gonna face Ikushia?
Yeah.
Hold on, give me a... It's Ryu Mizumani.
Ryu Mizami?
Yeah, Ryu Mizami, who won the World Championship Elimination Tournament.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be interesting because remember that the previous contender? God damn, what was her name? Freaking Demon Woman. Woo! She kept trying.
Abaddon.
Say again?
Is it Abaddon?
Abaddon. God, that woman was trying to bite the freaking throat of Hikaru Shida. Like, damn. The hell? That was freaky as hell.
I'm gonna say this, but that Abaddon girl, she reminds me of Rosemary.
And a little bit of Mae Young.
And of course the female version of the Boogeyman.
You ain't wrong there. You ain't wrong there. So, alright. Next thing we gotta talk about is, trying to think here.
Breaking news. I want to send my well wishes to Dark Order's Alan J, who's recovering from a potential shoulder injury.
Well, thank you for telling me that, because that's who we gotta talk about next, then.
Yeah, Ty Conte's tag team partner of Dark Order.
Yeah, Dark Order in general. We lost one, bro. Brody Lee. He died last year, man. Right? Last year or this year?
And now, that was last year.
Yeah, last year.
And now this year, Dark Order loses Allen J through injury, but should be out for 6 to 12 months.
And now, Brody Lee's son, -1, is running the show.
With Ty Conti.
And they are desperately trying to get Hangman Adam Page onto the Dark Order, but he doesn't want to be in a faction, but he still sees them as friends. So now he's in an issue with Money Matt Hardy.
Ain't no way Money Matt Hardy gonna get his ass.
Yeah, let's run this through. Apparently Money Matt Hardy sees a business opportunity to increase and expand his little faction with Private Party, which he's kind of screwing over because he gets 30% of what they make. What do you think about that, Luther?
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
How you feel knowing that Money Matt Hardy is just running these boys?
Go ahead. Man, Private Party finna get beat up.
Yeah, he tried to do that. He tried to do that with Hangman Adam Page while he was drunk at a bar. He tried to have all his make him join or something. And no, he's like, I got something in my jacket. My friends, my corporate people told me to have a contract. He got him. So at Revolution tomorrow, it's going to be money match. Whoever wins gets the sum of the first 3 months of 2021. That means January, February, and March. The sum of money they make is going to be given to the winner from the loser.
Man, that money they gonna split that money down the middle, bro. Don't lie. They gonna split that money.
Hey, but think about it. I don't even know how much they're making. I got this. When you play a WWE game and you go through career mode or something like that, you end up making some money.
Yeah.
You lose a match, you get like what, 1,500? You win a match, you get like $2,500. And if you got a title belt, that goes up, right?
Yeah, that goes up as well.
That gave you an idea how much these wrestlers are making. So we're talking a show every night, not including Dynamite. We could be looking at over 10, 20, 30 grand. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, if you look at it.
But from what we're seeing, it might not be that much. It might be way more. Because look at how much they're saying Matt Hardy is giving out cash. He gave out a bounty for 2 guys who are in Lucha Underground to jump Hangman Adam Page. He literally said $3,700. That's $3,700.
Man, that's like, dude, did you know how much do you know how much we make?
Hey, I made my income tax. I got $2,000. And I couldn't even get all that.
Man, that's crazy, bro.
I couldn't even get all that money.
Man, we make chump change.
Compared to that, yeah.
We make chump change.
Mm.
We don't make half of what they make.
And then you gotta add the fact that just recently, I'm trying to think who it was. Yeah. To have, number 10 not qualify for the face of Revolution.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That was stupid, bro. That was like.
No, Jim Ross said it. Jim Ross was looking at that envelope. That was $4,100. That's $4,100.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Money Man Hardy's throwing that money. So if that's the kind of money he's throwing around, we looking at money. We couldn't see hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line in that money match.
Bro, we don't even see that much money when we working. Period. We don't see that money, bro.
You ever seen $2,000?
Man, what if we basically see that.
Not 2,000. You ever seen $10,000 before?
No. What are we basically making Monday through Friday?
Shit, we making it depends. If you're making $10, you're making $15 during this COVID.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it. When time goes in, by the time they take out taxes and shit, we're not seeing nothing.
Money Matt Hardy, he knows that money.
Yeah. But Matt Hardy, I don't know.
Yeah.
He making that money too. Matt Hardy making money regardless.
What are your thoughts on that, Chris? What are your thoughts on that?
Man, if Matt was to see us, bro, if Matt would have just given me a job just to be just to be a ringside doing nothing, I'll be good. Just doing nothing.
Nah, you want Benjamin's job. You want Senor Benjamin's job at the Hardy compound.
I don't care. I'll take Benjamin's job any day of the week. All he got to do is stand in front of the camera.
You be Senor Luther.
I don't care. I'll be Senor Luther. I'll pay Mitchell. He can be Senor Mitchell, and we can get that money.
What about you, Chris? What about you, Chris?
I ain't trying to hear nothing. I'll be Senor Mitchell all day.
Well, I had that money, I would get me a new house.
Man, I had that money, it'd be a wrap. I'll tell Sean, I quit. I wouldn't even give him a 2 weeks notice. I was gonna turn in my badge and be like, I quit.
What about you, Mikey? What were your thoughts on this money match?
Funny.
All right, we got to move on to the next subject. All right, let's talk about. Oh, that's a good one. Let's talk about the match between Sting, Darby Allin, and the faction of the Taz. Yeah, Taz, man. Ricky Starrs and freaking the Machine, Brian Cage, are going against. What's your thoughts about that, Luther?
I'm gonna put it like this: Sting is old, Darby Allin is young. Taz is his faction. I'm gonna put it like this: Taz has Hook, he has Brian Cage, who's big as I don't know what. He has Ricky Starks, and he has Hobbs. Them two versus Taz's crew in a street fight. I'm not giving Sting and Darby Allin a chance to win that. What about you? You don't think they gonna win?
I gotta wait and see what they do, though, because Darby Allin, man, he's a daredevil. Anything that he does, Taz don't want none of. And neither does the boys.
True.
They see him doing them jumps and shit, they're like, I ain't falling him off a cliff.
But at the same time, you gotta look at it. Sting is damn near, 60?
And he's still hanging, bro. He's still whooping ass.
He's still hanging, but he can't take certain moves.
Makes you question who they bringing in. They gotta bring in somebody else to help him out. The numbers are against him. It's a street fight.
It like this. It could be. It's gotta be somebody. It's gotta be somebody from Impact or some other company, because everybody has a match. Everybody has a match tomorrow night.
Yeah.
They might bring in James Storm.
Hell,
They might bring. they might bring in.
I know who they can get.
Who?
Phoenix's brother, because he's been out of action for a whole month.
Phoenix's brother. Phoenix.
You ain't think about that one, huh?
I'm trying to think. Who's Phoenix? God damn. Oh, Pentagon Jr.?
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix. That's who you're thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, no. He's actually going to be in a match. He's going to be in the Face of Revolution. He's going to go against Scorpio Sky, the Murder Hawk Lance Archer, and
not Pentagon. Pentagon's not even going to be at the pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying.
Really? But he's in the match. What's going on?
Man, Pentagon's been hurt for a whole 6 weeks.
Damn.
How you gonna insert somebody back into a match within 24 hours?
They gave him enough time. They gave him 6 weeks. So they're hoping that he's going to go in there. But if that's true, then chances are he's not going in the match to win. He's going in there to, make a memory.
Yeah, or break some fingers.
If he wins, goddamn.
Yeah. I hate to say it, but...
And they still got to make one more guy. They got to make a 6th player in that match. Who is it going to be?
What are you talking about, the Sting now?
No. We're talking about the face of the match. There was supposed to be another guy.
I can't even call it. To be honest with you, I can't. I don't know who's going to be.
Yeah, before we get to... Go ahead, Chris.
I don't know who's going to be.
Well, we don't know. Cody in the match. Lance Archer. Matt Caster for a claim. Want to do that freestyle?
Yeah, that wannabe rapper?
Yeah. Want to be a jack-off? Can't stand him.
And Pentagon. Those are the 5 men. There's supposed to be a 6th. We don't know who it is.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to hold that off till the show starts.
Hell yeah.
Hold off. They always hold off. If you ever notice, WWE does that. SmackDown does that. Any pay-per-view, they do that every year. They hold off and give you suspense. A suspense session.
Yeah, I guess AEW's doing the same thing.
Yeah, pretty much they are.
TNT, baby.
You think Daniel Bryan's gonna beat Roman Reigns at Fastlane?
Well, we gotta find out first. I haven't watched SmackDown yet, so I gotta see. I have been busy all day, so I gotta watch SmackDown. I'll watch that. All right, so, Mikey, get your 2 cents. What do you think about what do you call it? Sting and Darby Allin versus Team Taz.
It was a great match between these 3.
That would be like the most dumbest match ever.
And I didn't hear your thoughts, Chris. What are your thoughts on Darby, Sting, and versus Team Taz?
I think Sting and Darby are gonna win because Sting is a veteran. He worked at WCW on TNT in the past, so I think he got an advantage of Team Taz.
I doubt it.
Yeah, we also got to account for, you saw Darby Allin, man. That boy went onto the zip line.
He did it. He recopied Sting with that zip line.
Yeah, they were saying it. They were begging Sting to say, don't do that. We don't want another Owen Hart. So we don't want another Owen Hart. Please don't do it again.
But see, that's the thing, though. You got to be smart about what you do.
Hell yeah.
You got to be smart.
Darby Allin was a daredevil, so he said, hey, if you don't want Sting doing it, let me do it. I'll do it.
But see, the thing about it is, this is a street fight, so anything can go in a street fight. These niggas can get hit by cars, baseball bats, anything.
Hell yeah.
I don't see why Taz threw it out there as a street fight, and then Sting and Darby accepted it. first thought comes to mind is, okay, you want a street fight, but you got to look at it.
Yeah, I don't like it that way.
Keyword, street fight.
That means what street are they going to hold it in? They're already in a parking lot area.
Yeah, that's my sentiments exactly.
I would think about the parking lot.
Yeah, that's what we saw.
Nah, if I was gonna do a street fight, I'd take it on the freeway somewhere.
That or they just do it in the ring.
Nah, that's too easy.
Shoot, they could take it to the street fight because that's what they did. You saw where after the screw job with Kenny Omega, you saw all that area he walked through. That's where they at, right next to the ring. When you see all that wind blowing in their hair, they're wrestling in that cold ass wind.
Man, ain't no way. You ain't gonna get me to wrestle in no cold wind. I don't care how much money you pay.
You saw how the people were dressed up? They were bundled up. They cold as fuck.
Exactly. They too cold as fuck.
All right, what else? What else we can talk about?
I'll be up in there going off like, I'm cold.
What do you think, Andre, about the Sting and Darby Allin versus Team Taz? I didn't get your thoughts. Don't think I forgot you, bro.
Man, that's crazy.
I hope Sting and Darby win that match,
but it's 3 on. It's 2 on. It's 2 on.
It's 4. It's 4 on 5. Count Taz. 5 on 2.
Then count Hook. That makes what?
I am. That's 5. I'm counting his son.
That's 5 against 2.
And they put his boy in a body bag and dragged his ass. You saw that.
But the thing about it is, though, Taz, if you count Taz can't take a bump. So Taz not gonna be able to do this.
Yeah, I watched the best of Stone Cold. God damn, Taz got his ass literally whooped by Stone Cold.
Because I remember,
I watched a YouTube
thing on that. Yeah.
Taz acts like he a tough guy, but he really not.
Hell no, because I was watching a whatchamacallit. Taz can't even take a bump anymore. Like the Tombstone Pile Driver, they banned it. If Taz get hit with that Pile Driver tomorrow night, or if any one of those guys get hit with a Pile Driver, their career is gone.
Oh, thank you for mentioning that too. Cause you know what they did on Impact when they did the rewind of the month?
Yeah.
Of the week? They literally went back to the title match between Sting versus RVD where Taz was on commentary. That was a little innuendo of what's going on at Revolution between Team Sting versus Team Taz.
Yeah.
Good on you, Impact. Good on you. All right, we really need to talk about something else now. We need to see. Let's see. What's going on? What's going on?
That I subscribe to, like the matches or whatever. It shows like they got what was Shamrock breaking Mark Henry's ankle. They got one with Undertaker challenging Xavier Hill. Stone Cold and Triple H beats the holy crap out of something.
I just remembered. There you go. Let's talk about FTR versus Jurassic Express.
Oh hell.
Get Jurassic Express.
Dino Boys. We got Jungle Boy. We got we got that little Triceratops kid, and we got the Jurassic Luchasaurus. That's his name, Luchasaurus. I didn't even know who Luchasaurus was because I was seeing him in Lucha Underground. You remember that, Chris? Luchasaurus. Da, 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 da. And his name was Gibra. Remember that, Mikey?
Yeah, I remember that.
So we got Jurassic Express going against FTR, and freaking Tully Blanchard came back to wrestle last Wednesday. What are your thoughts on that, Chris?
about the Jurassic Express.
Yeah, and FTR teaming up with Telly Blanchard. Wow.
When we just saw the reunion of the Four Horsemen, J.J. Dillon and Arn Anderson, but FTR and Telly Blanchard won the match.
Yeah, you saw Sean Spear come out of nowhere posing as one of the cameramen.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that, Mikey?
Telly Blanchard wrestled for the first time in 3 decades.
30 years. You happy that he won, bro? He cheated.
Cheaters gonna cheat, you know that.
Now, I ain't talking about Tessa Blanchard. I'm talking about Tully Blanchard, her daddy, her old ass man.
I hope she's watching.
Yeah, I think she's in AAA wrestling right now, ain't she?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to think. Is there anything else we missing, Chris? Something I forgot? We talked about the world title. We talked about the tag team titles. We talked about the women's title. The TNT title is with Darby. That's on Team Taz. We talked about Shaq. We talked about the face of Revolution match. We talked about Money match. We talked about... Huh?
The surprises of Paul White, what he missing.
Yeah, we talked about that. We still don't know. Mikey, we didn't get Mikey's thoughts on that. What do you think about this mystery person that's coming to be signed? That's a Hall of Fame class that Paul White, aka Big Show, was talking about. Luther said it might be CM Punk. Oh no, that was Chris. That was Chris, my bad.
Well, I was shocked that Paul White was going to show up. But my question is, why CM Punk?
I was when he said it's not who you think it is, I'm thinking Bret Hart. He introduced the AEW title. This is going to be good. So, is that everything we just covered on AEW?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said we were going to talk about this. Let's go ahead and rewind it and talk about somebody who's literally in the same category as Ring of Honor's Bully Ray and Impact Wrestling's Sami Callihan. Let's talk about Eddie Kingston. God damn, that motherfucker got a mouth. You know who Eddie Kingston is? The guy who literally went and had to have his face covered up in barbed wire just to be tapped out by John Moxley for the title. At All Out. Or Full Gear. That's what his name. Full Gear. Pay-per-view. You remember that, Luther? Eddie Kingston, that Hispanic dude who runs his mouth. Who runs with Butcher and the Blade and the Bunny. Man, that boy, man, he went and he had a history with John Moxley. Even going so far as to mention Eddie Kingston's mama. Woo! He went there. John Moxley went there. And he wasn't disrespectful. He was respectful. That really threw us all off. Like, you mentioned mama, you asking for an ass whooping. No, he mentioned his mom in the best regard, telling about he ain't going to get no grandkids Cause he gonna die for this business. He ain't looking for no, for no woman in this business. He's looking to die in it for that world title. He didn't get it. Oof, ah. What do you think about that, Chris?
Eddie Kingston.
Yep, he lost his opportunity with John Moxley at the time at Full Gear.
Yeah, I'm glad John Moxley beat Eddie Kingston getting to the ring in the first place.
What about you, Mikey?
You don't mention someone's mama.
Unless it's putting that respect in that name, and he did. After that, after losing the opportunity at becoming the world champion, he had a feud with Lance Archer. And you saw what happened. Lance Archer whooped his ass. Don't mess with the Murder Hawk. That man has a freaking catchphrase, says, everybody dies. That's his finishing move, everybody dies. That's his theme music, everybody dies. What do you think about that, Chris? What do you think about that?
Lance Archer, former New Japan Pro wrestler. He always used that move in New Japan and AEW all over.
You, Mikey, what do you think?
Beware of Lance Archer.
And Lance Archer is going to be in that Face of Revolution match. So, damn. That's going to be iffy for him. He's going to be, and there's going to be ladder matches too. You saw them ladders in there, in that card, right? Mm-hmm. All right. So is that it, boys? Huh, Chris? Is that it? Did we cover everything? All right. Mikey, get ready because we're going to end the video now. Yeah, let's get this ready. God damn. All right. Let's go ahead and hit it. Ah, god damn this damn thing. What the hell? Hold up. This thing. There you go. All right, Andre, we're about to end the video.
All right.
Keep hitting the damn button. I don't want that. There you go. All right. That's it for this video, y'all. You like this video? Give it a thumbs up. You didn't give it a thumbs down. Hit the subscribe button. You like the content. Hit that notification bell for more of the Heavens Monsters podcast. I'm Serge. This is Chris. This is Andre with Luther. And this is Mikey. Hit him and tell him what's up, Mikey.
And that's the bottom line. Because the Heavens Monsters podcast who said so, and we'll see you next time, hopefully for a recap of either Elimination Chamber or who knows what.
Both Royal Rumble and Elimination Chamber.
The WWE pay-per-view of 2021.
We'll see you then. Bye, y'all.